Hello, Rotarians from District 5870. I hope that you are all having a wonderful day. I wanted to share my goals and aspirations for the upcoming year of 21-22. I started my journey to today on March 23rd, 2019. It has been a journey that has created a lot of emotion with me, a lot of quandary and sleepless nights, but most of all, excitement and hopefulness. Early on, it was reckoned to me that I focus on 2 or 3 objectives or goals that I want to accomplish in my governor year and stick to them. I thought, but there's so much I want to accomplish. And so I wrote down 15 different goals that I wanted to reach. Well, over the past 24 months, I trimmed those goals down to guess how many? 4. And I want to share those with you today. First of all, I want to increase foundation awareness and purpose throughout the district. From the time that I was selected as your DGN, I knew I wanted to do a global grant within the US. It was important to me that you, as a district member, have the opportunity to see your foundation giving at work. We are such a generous foundation giving district, and I wanted each of you to understand that the dollars that you give, whether it's $25 or hundreds of dollars, they do make a big difference. We have seen our money go across the world doing great things, but very few of us have really gotten the opportunity to see them in action. But there is a need in the US, and it's very close to home. Providing the essential need of clean water to the American Indians seemed to be the perfect project, and Flagstaff, Arizona is not that far away. You see, the water in the Dilcon area, Arizona, has been polluted with toxins like uranium due to such things as mining. Many of the Navajo families travel miles daily to haul water in whatever containers they might have. And their typical average use of water is about 6 gallons a day. Can you even imagine only 6 gallons of water to manage all of your household needs on a daily basis? Especially if you have 6, 7, even 11 members within that family. Our global grant, the Navajo Water Project, will provide each household with about 70 gallons of clean water a day. You talk about an impact. The host club will be the Rotary Club of Flagstaff, Arizona, District 5495, and our district will serve the project as the financial arm of the project, searching for funding partners. We opened the global grant about 8 weeks ago and are in the process of searching for monetary partners. We currently have cash and DDF commitments amounting to about $235,000 from Rotary clubs, districts, and individuals that include the Rotary Club of Bahia Blanca Norte in Argentina, who will serve as our international partner, as well as from California, Nevada, Arizona, Texas, and Kansas. If your club would like to individually participate in our global grant, please contact me soon. We plan to accept money up until May 31st. With our grant totaling $247,500, we will be providing 55 families with the essential need of water as well as solar lighting. This project will not only provide clean water, but it will also provide a healthier lifestyle, put food on the table, and restore dignity and self-worth to these Native Americans. At some point in the project, I hope that some of us will travel as a group to the Navajo reservation and celebrate with the tribe. Although the tribe itself is somewhat inclusive and resistant to outsiders, we are making plans for a celebration of Rotary with the tribesmen and Rotarians. Number 2, increase our impact of service. COVID has drastically affected the camaraderie and cohesiveness that this great district has enjoyed for many years. In hopes of restoring and reuniting our district and service to our communities, I have set aside DDF monies to host 3 impactful Rotary Days of Service projects throughout the district to encourage member participation and fellowship. One of the projects will be focused around human trafficking, which in recent times has reached exorbitant proportions. And because our district lays right in the middle of the trafficking corridor, it only seemed appropriate that we as Rotarians carry the banner in fighting this horrible injustice. Our service committee will be working with lieutenant and assistant governors to develop the other two projects such that we can significantly impact the community or area in need. So if you've got ideas, please let me know. Remember, do more and grow more. Number 3, the why. Increase Rotarian membership. Notice I said Rotarian membership. I know that you are all so tired of hearing it and us moving our jaws about it. I totally get it. But what I don't quite really understand is what the problem is. When I joined Rotary, I actually went up to a Rotarian and asked him to take me to a Rotary Club meeting. I wanted to be a part of the Rotary family because of what it offered to me. Yeah, you heard me. What it offered to me. I had always heard the Rotary Club was where the movers and shakers were, and I wanted to be a member. It was going to provide me with a network of opportunities, clout that I needed to start my new business. It was all about what Rotary was going to do for me. Of course, I was going to have to do a little work here and there and participate in a project or two, lift a bag or two of fertilizer, but that wasn't that much, especially considering what it was going to do for me and what I was going to get out of it. I could walk away anytime I darn well pleased. Boy, was I forever wrong. It wasn't until Governor Tim Buckley and his wife Gail came to my club and gave their governor talk, which ultimately resulted in my participation in Gail's project, the wheelchair project, and me becoming a Rotarian. Traveling to Mexico to take wheelchairs to the most needy of the population, did I truly understand why I joined Rotary and remain that Rotarian today. To see two aging parents struggling to carry their full-grown 18-year-old son, Jose, with spastic cerebral palsy into the Rotary Community Center there in Cancun and be fitted with a wheelchair for the very first time, to receive the opportunity to leave his home with minimal effort was forever touching. Or for that grandmother who put her disabled grandson into a taxi unaccompanied, trusting that the Rotarians of her community would give him the gift of mobility, something of which he had never had. My dear Rotarians, that is what being a Rotarian is all about. To see the impact that Rotary makes, to feel the emotions, even still today, that the recipient evokes within you. My fellow Rotarians, we should look at membership as a gift to share with others. And we should share that gift of membership throughout our community and all walks of life. Our Rotary Club should reflect our community because only when it does do we really address all the needs of those we want to serve. Membership is not a burden, but should be something we cherish and are proud to share. Why should we have the luxury of being a member of something so grand and not share it? Are we selfish? Are we afraid that someone's going to say no? Well, my solution is that if you don't ask the question, you'll never know. And if you are like me, I hate the unknowing. I love Rotary and what it stands for and what it does and what it accomplishes. And I'm not afraid to ask the question and share my gift. Look beyond yourself. And as Shaker, our international president, has asked us, each one bring one. I promise you, you get out of it what you put into it and even more. Number 4, rekindle the energy. As I mentioned earlier, COVID struck us all a very hard blow, and Rotary is not only the organization that has suffered. I would venture to say that all community and service organizations have suffered to some degree. But one of my favorite sayings is, If life hands you lemons, make lemonade. Well, I like lemonade with an occasional libation, you understand. And I want to share my recipe with you today. Now is the time that we as District 5870 return to being that center of service in our community. We need to lead the pack in providing service to those in need, as well as creating a club environment that is inviting to our members and potential members. We need to restore that family atmosphere that district once had, not only caring for those in our community, but those also around us. To help in reaching this goal, I felt that the development of a community service committee was essential. And by way of this committee, clubs, whether they're struggling or not, would have a resource to help create an environment inviting to them, to get ideas for impactful and life-changing projects, as well as for ideas of fundraising and informative speakers for club meetings. So on July 1, we will be implementing several new coordinators to assist you. Under the membership committee, we have added a diversity, equity, and inclusion coordinator that will assist you and your club in attaining a more diverse, effective, and impactful club. Under the new community service committee, we will not only be providing you with great service ideas and membership opportunities, but we will also be initiating a friendship exchange program in hopes of providing at least 2 exchange opportunities for district members during the year, one to an international country, as well as to an exchange in some part of the US. We also have a new speaker program coordinator who will help provide clubs with informative speakers for club meetings and events. We are presently developing a depository speaker program, and you will be able to find it on the website, and it will be readily at your fingertips. This is a need that I have heard about for years, and I'm so very proud that it has finally come to fruition. If you know of a speaker that your club has had and would like to share it, please let me know. And lastly, but not least, it is about fun. We do great projects. We impact and we change lives, but we also need to have fun. That is the 5th statement of our 4-way test, isn't it? So many club leaders came to the district leadership asking how they could make their club meetings and events more interesting and more fun. So why not develop a fun committee? This subcommittee under service has been working diligently to develop a plethora of ideas on fundraising and fun activities, and they will be there to share as a resource and sooner than later on the website under the service tab. In closing, I want you to know that I sincerely appreciate the honor you've entrusted me with as your incoming governor, and I will do everything that I can and within my power to make the 2021-22 a year to remember. I promise to lead by example and give it all that I have. But I also have a request of you. If you are not getting the results you want from your club, you need to take a hard, fast look at what you're doing. If you aren't growing, if your foundation giving is failing, if your service opportunities are just disappearing, I can assure you that your passion and energy is also fading and change is needed. My new favorite quote is, "No change if no change." Or keep doing the same old thing and you'll keep getting the same old results. If you don't want to fade away into the night and you will keep getting the same results, it's important that you look for change. It doesn't have to be drastic change. In fact, please don't change things drastically. Take a club membership survey in July and get a feel of what your club really wants. Maybe they are tired of that fundraiser or project you have been doing for the past 10 years. Look for ways to spruce up how you conduct your meetings. Have some fun. Have a social more often. Small changes go a long way. Do they really know what they have joined? That's what new members are wondering. Do they know? Do they really know what they've gotten themselves into? It's important that you educate your new members. Do they know they've joined an organization that has invested billions of dollars into the world to fight and prevent polio and COVID and other deadly diseases, provide clean water and sanitation where it did not exist, provide literacy to the areas of the world that had no proper education, reduce the unnecessary deaths of mothers and children because of poor or no access to health care. Educating our members, whether new or seasoned, will improve not only their involvement in the club, but will also increase the impact of your club in your community. They will understand why they are Rotarians. This year, we will be offering Rotary 101, a PowerPoint presentation that you can use as a new member orientation. You can use it as is, or you can spice it up or personalize it to fit your club needs. You will also see that we are supporting the Rotary Leadership Institute. And this is for members who would like to groom their skills in leadership or who might want to consider looking and moving up to the district leadership position. This is a great program to develop these skills. And you'll hear more about this through our public image committee. So whether you are here as a president-elect with me today, a club officer, a potential club district leader, or just an interested club member, you are a change maker. You have it in your power to change things for the better. And I challenge each and every one of you to go back to your clubs and inspire it so that on June 30th, 2022, when you and I finish out this year, I want you to be able to say that in 21, 22, our communities in our world are far better because Rotary served and changed lives. Thank you for being here with me today. And I look forward to working and standing beside you as we change the lives of those that we touch. Again, thank you. I look forward to seeing you. Take care.